To everyone celebrating Transgender Day of Visibility, I want you to know that your president sees you. Jill, Kamala, Doug, our entire administration sees you for who you are, made in the image of God and deserving of dignity, respect, and support.
President Biden addressing the nation on this Transgender Day of Visibility, celebrating trans accomplishments and also acknowledging the violence and discrimination this community faces. NBC News Out reporter Joe Yerkeba here now. Joe, the Biden administration announcing next month U.S. citizens will be able to choose X as the gender marker on their passport. Tell us more about that and what else the White House is doing to support transgender Americans.
Yeah, sure. So the White House announced a number of really sweeping changes. Americans will be able to choose, as you mentioned, the gender neutral X marker on their passport starting as soon as April 11th. So that's just about 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
And that's a historic change after years of advocacy. And then the TSA is also updating their security procedures to reduce invasive searches of trans people, which a lot of trans people are subjected to because the body scanners will identify anomalies on their bodies. And then the Department of Education is expanding training to support trans and non-binary students. And those are just a few of the things the Biden administration is doing.
Joe, this year alone, state lawmakers proposed a record 238 bills to limit the rights of LGBTQ plus Americans. About half of those bills target transgender people specifically. That's the negative here. Some grassroots trans nonprofits, though, are creating safe spaces for their communities. Tell us about the great work they're doing.
Yeah, sure. So we highlighted one group in Brooklyn called the Okra Project, and their mission is to provide home-cooked meals to Black transgender people in New York, Philadelphia, and parts of New Jersey. And then we have the Knights and Orchid Society in Selma, Alabama, which provides free healthcare and other services to trans people in the South. And then a group like the Trans Latina Coalition in Los Angeles, which provides legal services to trans and intersex immigrants in the Los Angeles area. And so there are really these groups across the U.S. that are trans-led and that are supporting trans people every day.
Joe, Jeopardy champ Amy Schneider at the White House today. Very cool. Let's talk about how important it is for trans people not only to be recognized and celebrated, especially by the president, but to be visible to other young people in the trans community.
Yeah, the visibility really means a lot. It's really meaningful and important, especially for the president to recognize, pretty normal people like Amy Schneider, who's just really, really good at Jeopardy and also happens to be trans.
Really, really good at Jeopardy.
And I think that's what I've heard from a lot of people today is that trans visibility is about celebrating trans people and really who they are in addition to their being trans. So that recognition really means a lot, especially at a time when you mentioned when a number of states are trying to pass bills that target trans people.
Well, Joe, thanks for coming on today on this day of celebration. Really great to have you here.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.